Hey everybody, JTISREBORN here, and may the 4th be with you. That's right, it's Star Wars Day at the time I'm recording this, and tonight I'm supposed to go see Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Normally I do this in the parking lot, but this is the best time for me to film it, since I'm going with a bunch of people and they can be loud and ruckus individuals. So, in essence, what I'm hoping this movie is, I'm hoping it's good. I don't know how it's going to be, but we'll see. I mean, I like the Marvel movies for the most part, but I'm going to be honest, some of them have gotten kind of formulaic and haven't really done anything like epic or crazy in a while. They've been safe movies for the most part. First Guardians, I enjoyed a good amount. I rewatched it yesterday. Still pretty good. I never thought it was amazing or anything like that, but I still enjoyed it. I thought the Guardians did a great job with their roles in the movie. Chris Pratt was great. Dave Bautista, Zoe Saldana, Bradley Cooper, and Vin Diesel's in the perfect role where he doesn't say much. Just kidding. I give Vin Diesel shit, but I still enjoy Vin Diesel for the most part. But yeah, Kurt Russell's gonna be in this. Stallone's gonna be in it. Yondu will be in it. My only real issue, my biggest problem with the first Guardians of the Galaxy was the villain. I thought Ronan was just terrible, and that's kind of been Marvel's Achilles heel is their villains. And I'm not expecting anything great in terms of villains in this movie. As long as I come out of the movie feeling satisfied, I think I'll feel pretty good. I'm not going in with high expectations and not going with low expectations. I'm going in thinking I'm just going to enjoy it for what it is, which, hopefully it's good. Hopefully it's better than the first one. We'll see. I'm curious to see how it's going to go. So, thanks for watching. I guess I'll just wait till after the movie to give my thoughts of what I thought on it. So, there's that, and happy Star Wars Day, everybody. I'm celebrating it perfectly by seeing Guardians of the Galaxy. Bye. See you after the movie. Hey guys, I just got out of seeing Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, whatever the fuck it's called. I'm here with my good friend over here. What's your name again?
My name is Steve.
Okay, Steve. Yeah, whatever. Fucking idiot. Anyways, we just saw Volume 2. What did you think of the movie?
I think it was a complete filler movie, to be honest. There wasn't really too much plot in it. The storyline is pretty fun and good and all, but that plot kind of dried up. What do you think there, Master Review, Sean?
Basically with this movie, I guess it's funny, but what was the point?
No, there was no point.
It's because Guardians of the Galaxy was an unexpected hit, and I enjoyed that movie. This one, it's a funny movie, but it's like, so here's the deal. The Guardians are, I guess, being defenders, and then they steal some batteries, and then Kurt Russell shows up, and then...
Oh, don't forget David Hasselhoff.
Oh yeah, David Hasselhoff shows up too. We're going to spoil the shit out of this movie. So, if you haven't seen it already... I guess check it out or wait for video, or honestly, there's no real reason to see it. Nothing new is really added to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. They show some new worlds and stuff, but this is a filler movie by the definition of just plain filler. It can be entertaining, it's funny, but it's just filler. So, anyways, they steal just some batteries, and then these gold people who just follow them throughout the movie show up, and you think, okay, these are the main bad guys. No, they're not really. Mm-mm. And then Kurt Russell shows up, and he's like, hey, son, oh, you're my dad. You're a celestial being. You're Ego, the living planet. So they just go to his planet. They crash on some other planet. Rocket and Baby Groot and that are crashed on this planet. Then Ego takes Mantis, or whatever her name is, with, Gamora, mm-hmm. Drax, and Peter. Then they go to Ego's living planet, and Peter finds out that he is Ego's son. And then you got the other storyline that involves these Ravagers and that, and then they kind of just sort of meet up at the end. Ego becomes the bad guy. I don't know, what is it we have a half hour left in the movie, and then he just becomes the bad guy. I'm like, this could have been done a lot faster.
This plot was split into two, and each one took an hour when each one could have took 15 minutes, and you would have still had the same content, and you could have developed your storyline much better. But in all seriousness, it's about 45 minutes of fill and fun time when not even 15 minutes of it had productive story to it. And it serves as the ultimate transition into Guardians of the Galaxy 3 is what we're looking at here. And if it ended on this, it'd be pretty disappointing.
Yeah, they're really, like, unless you're a fan, I don't really see a point in this movie in the MCU. Like, it doesn't, like, there's really no, like, the first movie had a simple story. Get the Infinity Stone, you know, out of Ronan's hands, stop him, and bring the team together, you know, that old thing. This movie, I mean, granted, I'm glad they didn't do the exact same thing, but really, it's just like, I guess Peter connects with his father, then just like an hour and a half into the movie, just becomes the bad guy. What was that? What we were talking about, like, right after we left the theater. The part, like, where Kurt Russell snaps, he's like telling Peter about how much he loved his mom, and then
yeah. So there's only one moment where the whole crowd went gas, and you know, out of a 2 hour and 17-minute, one only shocking twist after a very successful initial movie. It's pretty disappointing for 5 seconds. We were all wowed for a little bit, and then it immediately killed the moment. And the movie was just a fun time movie. It had no seriousness in the plot, no development, and the characters you grew to love really just had a fun time for 2 hours and 15 minutes.
Yeah, the one we're talking about is where Ego reveals that, like, he's the reason Peter's mom died, because he had fallen in love with... Like, Ego's big plan is to inject his semen into each planet so he can spread. That's literally all it is. I mean, he injected his semen into Peter's mom to, like, grow. He's been, like, trying to, like, gain another celestial being by, like, fucking everything on every living planet that he comes across. And then, like, the only one who inherited his celestial DNA was Peter Quill. And then he's been trying to find him. And then I guess Yondu kept him from that because he knew of Ego's evil plan or whatever. That moment we're talking about where, like, the whole theater gasped, and then it's completely ruined a second later.
Yeah, you know, I'm reading my reviews right now on the film, what some of the friends are saying, you know, on social media and stuff, and some are really excited about this movie, and I'm like, you know, there was no context to it. It was just, it was sad if you were a fan of the storyline, anything like that. But again, if you want to have a fun time and see a cool movie, I guess, for a little bit that has some action, go ahead. But if you're expecting a story out of it, don't even waste your money on it. So, you know, do what you want to do.
Yeah, and that fucking scene where he's just like, I gave your mom a tumor, Peter. And it's like, oh, gasp. Then guess what? 5 seconds later, he's turning into David Hasselhoff, which is funny. That was really funny, but at the same time, like, you just killed all the seriousness in that scene. Like, I mean, what if after Darth Vader, like, went up to Luke and he's like, I am your father, and Luke's like, no, then all of a sudden, 5 seconds later, he turns into SpongeBob SquarePants. He's like, ah! I mean, what?
That's basically the same context to how this went down. It's like, it's actually probably hand in hand one of the most relatable situations you could have with how obnoxious this was. And let alone when Peter and his father are about to go fight each other, Peter turns into Pac-Man nonetheless and runs into him. Okay, so anything ridiculous.
Well, I mean, you gotta give it credit. It's better than fucking Pixels.
I guess so. So yeah, Pixels was a joke. So you know, it's kind of sad. They turned this really potentially development movie into just a little fun time for 2 hours and 15
like
minutes.
I said, if you're just here for jokes and action,
go see it.
Storyline kind of sucks. I mean, what was the point of those gold people? They just show up, like, throughout the movie, like, at first, like, oh, these are the villains.
Their points are just to be upset when their little batteries are taken, and that they could play some video games really cool from their from the virtual airplanes.
Yeah, their virtual air. Think about this. If Rocket Raccoon didn't steal those batteries, we wouldn't even have a movie. Like, it's not like it's all over Rocket stealing batteries because he felt like it, and then they run into Ego. It's just like things happen by coincidence. Oh, I ran into you. I guess we'll follow you.
There's been plenty of other movies that have started with a small trigger, and then it's led to a big series of events out of nowhere, and it's a good build up and stuff. But in this case, when it's a sequel and you already had a good first solid movie, to have it as a sequel isn't a smart tactic by any means at all, and it's rather disappointing.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I got a good laugh out of it, but that's about it. I think the first Guardians of the Galaxy
I think David Hasselhoff got mentioned more than his dad, so at this point...
Yeah, David Hasselhoff has his cameo in it. He's great. Jeff Goldblum's in the credits for this movie for just to dance. Like, what?
Yeah, so...
Yeah, and also, I guess, spoiler... Well, fuck it, I already talked about spoilers. Yondu dies, which... somebody spoiled that before, so it had like really no impact to me, and I already heard he's coming back for Infinity War, so I'm like, oh, I guess no real weight there. Yeah, I mean, try to like catch me in the feels, but I guess not. Maybe it's because like I mean, if they didn't announce like the next couple movies, maybe I'd feel a little more suspense. I mean, I understand that. I mean, I look forward to like the next movie. What is this, movie 15 for Marvel?
Yeah.
At least, I mean, it's not the exact same storyline we've gotten some movie. Like, what was the last one that came out? Doctor Strange?
Yep.
In the MCU? I enjoyed that movie, but it's the same fucking storyline as Iron Man.
Yeah.
It's except instead of building a suit and that, he's a magician.
Yeah.
So, I mean, a lot of these movies are going to feel like filler until Infinity War, which I'm really looking forward to because it's like what we've been building to for like a decade.
I hope with all these movies that they're releasing out that the build-up's worth it. So
yeah, it better be worth it. Fucking Thanos his fat ass has been sitting in that chair for like 10 years doing nothing.
Yeah.
Right, I should really say like 6 years. No, he did stand up once. That's about it. I just hope he doesn't suck as a villain, because like we haven't had any good villains yet, except for Loki.
So all in all, Guardians of the Galaxy 2, smack it right in the middle. It wasn't an excellent movie, as some people might say it, or as even critics might say it. It wasn't a complete bomb, but it's just an alright movie. It's just an alright movie.
Yeah, so I mean,
if you came in thinking it was going to be an above average movie, you might want to tone down a little bit, but it depends what you go to the theater to see. So
yeah, I mean, I guess if you're already a fan, you might enjoy it, but I mean, if you're looking for something like special, you're probably not going to find it. So anyways, that's going to do it for this edition of After the Movie. Thank you, what was your name again?
Steve.
Steve.
My name.
Steve for joining me in this little session here where we discuss the movie. So thank you, everyone. Talk to you later. What's next week? King Arthur? Alright, I'm going to be seeing that. And then the week after that, I think it's Alien Covenant. And then like after that, it's like Baywatch, Pirates of the Caribbean. And then fucking Wonder Woman comes out. Hey, I'm looking forward to Baywatch. It looks like a 22 Jump Street in a way. Maybe it'll do what to Baywatch would.
A movie that's meant to be fun, unlike this one. So, let's go.
Yeah, I can tell you didn't really like this movie. All right. Anyways, let's gonna wrap it up. Bye. Okay, I know I said goodbye, but I couldn't remember. I'm gonna go check through the editing of this thing. I forgot to mention, Sylvester Stallone is in this movie. And it's completely fucking pointless. I mean, why is Sylvester Stallone... Unless he's going to become a larger role later on in, like, some other Guardians movie, I don't see the point of Stallone being in this movie. He shows up, and then he just kind of just, like, says one thing to Yondu, and then he shows up at the end, and then that's about it. I don't really see the point unless they're going to do something later. Anyways, just wanted to say that, and, yeah, talk to you later.